Good morning everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your What's Cracking reading. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for all your beautiful thoughts, your comments, your gifts. I feel like so honoured by you all, which is incredibly beautiful, so thank you. Everything you need to know about me is in the box below. The only thing I want to just sort of add to is the coaching program, because I'm still very excited and very enthused, I guess, by the coaching program that I'm currently running. If you're interested in this, it's a 6-week program that I'm still offering at half price till Christmas. If you want to do this program in the new year, but you're not really sure you want to start now, that's fine too. Just email me and I will still honour the half price via a gift certificate. So if you're unsure of the cost of that, you can pay a lot of money for life coaching. I don't do it because I want to earn a lot of money out of it. I'm happy to earn money, no problem at all. This isn't about that. It's about giving opportunities for people to get their life going again. So if you're stuck after a relationship breakdown, just feel like your wheels are spinning, feel like you just can't go anywhere, then maybe life coaching is something you need to consider. And I have some new spaces opening up next week. All right. Everything else, if you want to whip over to the Aussie Goddess Facebook page and just like the page, you'll get all the notifications at the beginning, pinned to the top of the page. I'm actually thinking, I haven't run a competition for a while. I've been quite busy, so I'm thinking of running a competition. Probably, I might get round to it this week, might be next week, but keep your eye out for that as well. For a free reading. It's just easier than trying to do it here on YouTube. All right, we're going to use the Wild Unknown Tarot for your What's Cracking reading this morning. So I'm just tuning into the energies here now. There's a great need for balance here. I feel like people's lives have become a little unbalanced, and I understand that with current conditions of the last probably nearly a year now, I guess. But there is a need for you to find balance again. So it may be that you've been not taking care of yourself. Maybe you've been inside a lot and you haven't really paid attention to yourself. But Spirit here is saying there's a lot of people sort of not prioritizing the things in their lives that they need to, perhaps focused elsewhere. Just remember, when your life is in balance, you're vibrating high and therefore can manifest what you need. If you get into a low spot and you start to manifest, vibrate lower, it gets harder for you to bring in what you want. All right, let's get going on it. All right, so we have the Four of Swords. There you go. So the Four of Swords is a card that talks about taking time out to rest and recuperate. It can be meditation. I mean, on this particular card, we see the third eye chakra really lit up here. There is a need for you to perhaps spend time alone, spend time with yourself, of investing time in yourself, because Spirit is clearly trying to bring people messages here and they're not coming through. When you're really tuned in, into the universe, everything seems to be just a series of synchronicities. So you're constantly shown that you are on the right path, constantly. If you're not tuned in, sometimes if you're preoccupied or your mind's somewhere else, you may not be listening to this, so you don't get the reassurance that you're needing to feel or hear. And they're asking you here to tune in. There is an unraveling or an opening up of some sort of destined event here with the Star card. Now, the Star card does talk about healing. It certainly talks about having faith and trust. And I feel that if you were in this energy of feeling, hearing, listening to the universe, then you would understand that you are traveling in a particular direction where they are trying to bring in something for you here. But if you're not tuned in, you may be missing the messages coming through. And those messages very often come in synchronicities. Like people will say, why do I keep seeing this particular number every time I look around? Why is it every time I think of something, the next thing I know I'm seeing it? It happens for all of us. And the more that you are in the zone, the more easily you pick up on those signs. Okay, so there seems to be some worry or some stress here around something. This particular card, I always think the Eight of Swords with this particular card always makes me feel like you're like waiting here. So in the traditional card, it sort of makes you look like you're trapped in a prison. But in this one, I see it a little differently. I'm also noticing too that the butterfly on my top here looks very much like the cocoon. So, which is quite interesting. This says to me you're in a waiting space. It's really much more coming across as the energy of the Hanged Man, where you're waiting to see something differently. And I can feel here that the universe is saying what you want is coming. You just need to tune in to hear that it's on its way, because perhaps you're preoccupied or not really. Oh my goodness, Nine of Cups. Okay, so some of you here might be waiting for some sort of wish to come true. You may be waiting. This is the Nine of Cups, like this is the ultimate wish card. Something is manifesting for you here, and I feel like you're either stuck in this energy of, you know, this will it come, you know, is it going to happen? I'm in my head, I'm thinking about it, wondering when it's going to happen. And Spirit is saying here very, very nicely, of course it's going to happen. But in order for this to happen and for you to understand what's in your destiny, your future, what's coming in for you, you have to be prepared to live in the moment, meditate, and understand that we are bringing the messages through to you. You may be too busy at the moment to listen. All right, nice little mini read up front there. Okay, all right, so we have the King of Wands coming through here with the Queen of Pentacles. So you may be a fire sign, Leo, Sag, or Aries, and you may be dealing with an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. And that could be vice versa, but I want to talk about the energies here. The King of Wands is a person who is very much in their own power. They see things for what they are. They're very passionate about what they do because they have a vision and they go after the vision. This is a person who could be a leader. They can certainly be someone who's very experienced or knowledgeable in their field. But this person knows what they want and they will go after it. And that sort of makes me think with the Cobra here, it's like something is about to strike. The Queen of Pentacles is an energy of a person who is very, very much in touch with their earthly surroundings. They're very much in touch with nature. They're very maternal. They, you know, look after their family. They care about the people around them. Obviously, they're not doormats or people pleasers. They're very comfortable with what they do. They're very practical and they're very down to earth. Let's see where this is going. All right, and we have an Ace of Wands coming through. Now, the Ace of Wands signifies a brand new start. This is growth. This is something new that's bringing in this beautiful energy of sunshine. When I look at this card, I always feel like it vibrates. So it seems to really resonate with me on that level because it feels like it's vibrating an energy back to me. So it may be that it's doing this to you, but there is a new start here coming. So if you've been waiting for a new start, you have a new start coming through here. And you could identify with one of these energies here. Okay, so we have the Ten of Pentacles. Very, very nice. So for some of you, this may be a new start in work. For others of you, this is some sort of romance coming in, relationship coming in, if that's what you've been wanting in your life. Okay, so we have the Nine of Wands coming through. Oh, lovely. with the Queen of Swords. This is all about not putting up with the pain of your past, not putting up with what you've experienced so far, being able to walk away from past pain and manifest the type of future or the type of future energy you want. This is very much about really being focused on what you want in your future too. It's not about being focused on what you don't want. We seem to make the mistake as human beings that thinking that is the way to sort of manifest things. But you don't focus on what you don't want. You focus on what you do want. So if you find yourself saying, I don't want that, I don't want anyone like that, I don't want a job like that, don't do that, because that is actually very, I want to say it's negative, but it isn't about it being negative. It's pulling down your vibration. And the universe gets confused by that. So be really clear. I want this, I want that. That's the better way to do it. Because you're being clear about what you want to manifest, and the universe can't get confused then. But we tend to focus on what we don't want. We must be more negative as human beings. Oh, beautiful. That's perfect timing. The High Priestess coming through here. So this is very much about this sort of meditation energy, this going inside, listening to your higher self, listening to your God, your whatever represents your higher power here. You're going into that energy here. The High Priestess also talks about things being hidden, and I do know on this card that the moon is in a very small energy. It's not full. So to me, this is something opening up to you here that perhaps you've sort of known about at a much deeper level, but not really understood what it's meant at a greater level. Let's just see what this is about. All right, so we have the Strength card here. All right, and we have the Five of Swords, so I will clarify that because there's an energy here of moving away from something because you're feeling like whatever this energy is that you've been sitting in, you've started to realize with your intuition that it's not bringing you this new start, this energy. And to me, it feels like you're walking away from something here. There's clarity here. So you may have a situation in the past here that's created a lot of pain or a lot of disharmony for you because obviously it's taken you out of balance. And Spirit is wanting you to move back into your balance. And I feel like in order to do this, you've got to let go of something here. Some sort of energy here that's holding you back. Because abundance is here and you have a brand new start and they want to communicate that to you. And you are co-creating with the universe. You have sort of let them know what you want. But there's something about you understanding how to really go inside and to sort of grab hold of those parts of yourself that are holding you back from having what you want. So they may be to do with like your shadow side, parts of yourself that you push aside. I know many people going through this emotional upheaval at the moment. We're getting to experience emotions that we've never felt before. So there is sort of some work from the universe getting us into our feels a lot more instead of like thinking about our feelings. And experiencing them in our bodies. So many of you would have experienced this sort of energy in the past of not wanting to feel something and tucking it away for a rainy day, shoving it deep inside so you don't have to deal with it. And you'll know because you'll have problems with your digestive system if you're not dealing with those emotions. So right the way through the gastric bowel area, it all sits in that area for some reason. The grief, the loss, the shame, the guilt, all sits in that area. And you need to purge. You need to purge something here because the universe is trying to bring you in the answers to your meditations, I was going to say then, to your manifestations. They're trying to produce something. But there is something here in this energy holding you back from what you want because you're still needing to understand how to let go of something here from your past. And I feel like many of you, it might be a way of thinking, a way of doing, a way of thinking about yourself. Very strongly here. The universe is sort of saying to me here, you need to take on this energy of the Queen of Swords more. So a lot of you not speaking up for yourselves, holding back, not expressing emotion, and holding on to your pain, tucking it deep inside yourself. And it needs to be released. You need to move away from this energy. It's sticking to you. It's sticking to you. Okay, so the way to address that, very often meditation, listening to higher level messages coming through. The universe saying to me very, very strongly here that you have a beautiful, bright future, but some of this healing needs to be done for you to move forward. I feel like you feel stuck, but you're not realizing that the universe has got you in a holding pattern here. So it's about, you're about to break into this beautiful butterfly, but it's like you're stuck in this energy. There is a wish waiting to come through to you here. Someone is about to express something here. But there's an energy of a wish, something you've wanted, something you've desired coming through here with this Ace of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. This is beautiful energy. But you're being asked not to hide in the shadows, to embrace this energy of the Queen of Swords. Like, learn to speak up, learn to express yourself, acknowledge yourself. The Queen of Swords can be more intellectual. So I feel, especially with this Strength card and this High Priestess card, it's about getting in touch with your deeper self here, these deeper energies. All right, let's just give them a shuffle. I'm going to just have a check of this Five of Swords here. If I can dig a little deeper for you guys. Okay, we're going to take cards at random. All right. Love it when we do this. Okay, you've got heartache still with you. That's what you need to release. Okay, and back to this energy again. Release through meditation and touching base with your higher sources in order to reach your destiny. Now, I pulled them all at random. You saw me do that. Same cards that came out in the little story. All right. For many of you here, this pain of the past is still with you, okay? When they're asking you to heal, have faith and move forward, listen to the messages coming through, you're trying to listen to them through a blocked heart chakra. Now, if your heart chakra is blocked, the other chakras can't run free either. So maybe start with a little bit of heart work, because there's some pain here from the past that's still holding you in place. All right, we are definitely getting this message loud and clear here. In order to understand here and understand your destiny and what is in your future, you've got to be prepared to tune into spirit more, to listen to these messages coming through. Because I feel like for a lot of you, there may be this energy of, I'm not getting any signs. I'm not understanding. What are they trying to say? Why aren't I hearing? Why am I not hearing this? And the universe is saying that you need to take this time out to rest. And that's why at the beginning they were saying the balance isn't right, because you're not sort of using the energy to bring in the energies you need to help you understand you're being led in a certain direction. But a lot of you trying to look at that through past pain. All right. And I guess if you were sort of tuning into the universe, you might get that message that you've got pain in your heart. It might be about forgiveness for some of you too, forgiving and letting go. And it may not be, everybody will say, when you say forgiving, people say, oh no, I need to hang on to this. Why should I forgive them? Well, ask yourself, who is it hurting? Because it ain't hurting them. I don't know why we do that. Oh, wow, okay. What a beautiful card to get on this reading, Becoming. Some of these, I ask you, really. What number? 34. 7, if you're looking at numbers. Okay. Oh, wow. Yes, you are manifesting your divine purpose. Yet what is happening now is just one of the many inspired brushstrokes on the canvas of your life's work. You are the artist who paints with trust, instinctive and spontaneous, with faith in the process unfolding. You are not the painter using numbered squares who has a finished vision even before commencing the task with a map of all steps for the journey. Your lack of plan renders you open and receptive to divine direction. You are capable of being moved by spirit. You are a brave adventurer, so celebrate what you are creating now and realize this is a step in your major work of divine art. This life of yours, not to be planned, but to be experienced. Stroke after stroke, step after step, you shall witness the picture coming to life. It may not be what you expected, but it will be the most beautiful, extraordinary creation. This oracle brings you comfort that you are blossoming, and each petal unfolding is another step towards your ultimate divine fulfillment. There is a message here too, that a relationship or project you are keen to move forward will bloom in its own unique way. Give it breathing room and be willing to let it to become what it seeks to be. Even without a clear directional plan, sometimes even because of that, there is an inner plan that can come to fruition. Okay, I will read the poem, but it's a fairly long poem, but I know some of you are really enjoying this, so I'm going to read it. Take heed, my friend, for time is ticking fast. Illusion grand in hopes this dream will last. Such memories we keep for days to come, a looking glass that only shows what's done. It would be sad to think there's nothing more, a well-worn path reflecting what's in store. God's gift was not that days would be the same. Each dawn's first light would sing a fresh refrain. Of light and cloud to bathe the earth's surprise, with change afoot to stop would be unwise. A palette rich awaits the artist's brush, creating life at one with God's soft touch. Beautiful. Have a wonderful day.